Hello. Welcome to Y&R Main Spotlight and Recap here on JLJ Media.
We
It is
made
a time
it.
change. I don't know what I'm doing. We're here. I'm actually wearing the wrong shirt, but oh well. I'm doing 20 things at once, but we are here to give you a recap and talk about the last week of Y&R, probably mixed a little bit of the week before, of course. We're back. James Lott Jr. was all over Northern California. I married two of my friends. I officiated. It was really beautiful in Northern California. It's so beautiful. I posted pictures online. You can see that if you follow me. And then I lost a friend. So I went to a funeral.
Aww.
And did that. So a longtime friend. So I dedicate this show to Chris DM, heart attack at 48.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yes, crazy. So yeah, your life is not promised tomorrow. Also, I saw my daughter. My daughter Tammy had a birthday. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm not gonna say her age because I feel old when I say her age. But she had a birthday. She's a grown person, and I saw her at my grave.
She's a grown-up.
She's a grown-up. As I say, she's a grown-up. And I saw my grandkids, so I saw them too. So I had a whole wild world of stuff. But we were back.
That's good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. I mean, it was good. I mean, the funeral wasn't. The rest of it was good.
Right.
So it was good. So we don't like those. But everybody's coming in. Thank you coming in. I'm telling you, Amanda Restless here, of course, our girl. Of course, who else I'll be doing this with? Tammy Gavina's not here for this one. She may join us for Bold. She got some stuff going on too. You know, she got a bunch of Bold, and we got lots of Bold too. We got a lot about that show too. And that's next after this. So we're talking about Bold and the Beautiful after this. And then at 1 p.m., it's me and my friend Krista Allen, who will be debuting as Dr. Taylor Hayes on Bold December 10th. So she and I are having a sit down. We're going to talk about our friendship. We're going to talk about Days of Our Lives. We're going to talk about Liar, Liar. You know, it's going to be a good time. I'm going to talk to her. And if those of you guys don't know her, you get a chance to get to know her. Maybe you guys didn't watch Days or don't know who she is. She's also in Final Destination. She's doing a lot of stuff. So I said 1 o'clock. Then at 4 p.m., it's me and Frank Moran being shady, talking about General Hospital. Oh, yeah. Woo! Shade galore. It's going to be so dark when we talk about it. So that's at 4 p.m. You're not going to miss that. And check out our friends at Dish and Days talking about Marlena Possessed by the Devil over there on Days of Our Lives at 3 o'clock on Dish and Days, their channel. That's everything. That's all your church announcements, I think. Thanks to all the folks who are watching Taraya. I was going to say that. Okay. So Amanda, I guess we'll begin. And it's a time change, folks. I'm drinking lots of coffee, so I'm very hyped up today. Because I was dumb, Amanda. I took the extra hour and stayed up later.
Right, that's what I did.
Dumb. I should have took the sleep. I should have got more sleep. I know. I was like, oh, I got another hour left. I can go back. I can stay up a little longer.
Me too. I was like, oh, it's not 12.
Exactly.
It's
11. That's what I said. Dumb. I'm tired. Yes. Hello, everybody in chat room. Hello, you guys. Welcome to the chat.
Guys.
Okay, we're going to start with the sad one because actually, I'm going to say this, and I don't know how you feel, Amanda, for yourself, but for me, Mr. Ordway sold it. I don't give a F about Chance. The whole storyline's weird, but saying that he's possibly dead and her acting has been really good. So overall, before we get into the storyline, I just want to say that I think she did such. I believed her. She was devastated.
Woo. I know. I was crying. I liked the way they went with it because I feel like that's so realistic. Because that's what I would be. I would be like, okay, a watch and a ring is not a body.
Right.
Like I won't believe he's gone until I have proof, like DNA proof. And they're like, well, it was blown to smithereens.
All right. You know, us at home are like, we know how this works. You know, it's left open for Chance to come, obviously. But I agree with you. And seeing Eileen Davidson back as Ashley, that, made sense. Victor, I mean, he was there the whole week. I mean, he literally was there almost the whole week with her.
Yeah.
I thought that was very interesting. They did a really good job. I mean, like, when Nina found out.
Oh, that was so sad.
Again, I mean, Trisha Cass, again, she can act. I mean, we're at home. I know it's hard. So I was able to, maybe because I lost somebody this week too, I felt it was extra hard for me. But I thought, they both are really selling this, though. They're really selling this. And how Abby, sometimes she won't be left alone. And she's like, and she wanted her mommy near. She went, I want you nearby to her mom. Like that's what I would want. I would want her nearby.
Yeah.
I almost said Sean, Dominic, that's his real name. When Nate came by and talked about his loss of his wife, Devon, knowing exactly what this, losing Hillary. I mean, because folks, that Hillary death that killed me. I'll tell you, that was tough. I remember that I loved Hillary and Devon. And first she lost the baby, and then she lost her life. That was a hard one. So him talking about that, and they each have their own. Even when Sharon looked at Cassie's picture on her phone, little baby cat, little young Cassie.
I know. That's her daughter that died, I assumed.
Yeah, it is. That's Mariah's twin.
Okay.
And on soaps, they usually don't kill kids. They'll have abortions and kill babies, but they will never kill kids. And I remember when that death happened. Oh, that was painful. So to remind us that she went through, losing a baby, that they were showing all it was realistic. Well, it was very realistic. Monique Abram. Nobody means a chance. There's a chance. He's alive. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's for us at home. We're like, okay, but yeah, she would say that. I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, because you always are kind of in denial. Like Sharon said, it's true. Because at first you don't want to believe it. You're like, no. So I get it. And she's right. He could have put his watch and his ring down and he could have been out. It's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible.
It's possible. It is. Now, I'd like to Ashley and Victor, some nice moments as parents together. There's some nice moments. I want to mention that. Because Victor was one who called Nate. He was like, I need Nate over here because he's a doctor. Even Christine, wow. When her voice broke, she goes, I'll tell Nina. When she told Victor, and her voice broke. I was like, oh my God, I was crying. I was crying, folks. It was good.
Sad. I felt so bad for her.
I did.
Because that's what's been keeping her going.
Yes.
Like he's gonna come back at any minute. Right. And now it's like, no, he's not coming back. And she just doesn't even know how to process that.
Now, the part of the storyline that almost took me out of it a little bit, I wrote it down. This is what I wrote down. Abby has a dream run about their past, one-sided. The special effects, very Wonder Woman 1970s. I was like, it was all zing, zing. It was a little weird.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, okay, special effects, Y&R, good for you. It just seemed a little weird to me, to be honest.
Like, I was curious about why they didn't play scenes, like passing, like they legit want us to forget about Chance. They're like, hey, look over there. There was no chance.
No chance.
And you're exactly.
Like, because she was talking it through and going, why don't you just show us the flashback?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was like. I would have liked to see the flashback because I didn't get to see any of that because I'm new.
Oh, that's right. You're new. Okay, forgot you're new. That's right. Well, apparently, I guess the former player of that character. Yeah, sip that tea, girl. Clearly, they're not, because on Days of Our Lives and on Bold and Beautiful, they show flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't show none this show. They didn't. Not at all.
They're like, what Chance? Who? What are you talking about?
What? Yes, Out of This World. That's the show from the 80s. That weird little robot chick. Yeah. Oh no, Out of This World was the other one. That was the robot one. Out of This World was the one with the chick who Evie. She got a pylon, so it was her dad or whatever. I remember that show. So that's kind of weird. But now the stuff coming out of it, I told you guys, timestamped a long time ago. But now it's Devon versus Mariah. Mariah, literally, and Tessa was just like, she kept repeating it, like, are you really? Mariah thinks she's the best mama right now. She said it. She said what she said about Teresa. She said what she said, girl.
This is a problem.
Yeah, you think so? Think so, Amanda? No problem. She said it. She literally said, she goes, she goes, that's why I wrote this down. She's like, I hold the most special connection.
Yeah.
Dominic should be with me right now. And Tessa was like, so are you saying you think you should be, the baby should be with you? And we're all like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, bitch. I think the baby should be with me. Like, yeah. And everybody kept saying, well, Abby, okay, folks, Abby's rich. She ain't by herself. She got family, everybody around, got Abbotts and Newmans. Oh, no, Mariah was like, no, bitches. That's my baby. But then you got Devon, who wouldn't leave.
No.
Go now. It's okay.
He's so sweet.
He was. But they're like, you can go now. Victor, you can go. It's fine. We got this. And he's just like, no, I'll stay. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, okay.
Everybody's too attached to the baby.
They are. They are. I was like, dang. I was like, nobody.
And I feel like Tessa's trying to say in a nice way, you have to remember that Abby's the mom. Like, that's her baby. You carried her, like you carried the baby, but that's her baby. And she's like, I know.
It's like, don't remind me, bitch. I know.
Yeah.
But I know she was like, she literally said to Tessa, yeah, I do think I'm the best person out of me right now. Like, dang, girl, she just lost her husband. She'll be fine. Just let her grieve for a little bit.
Yeah.
She wants that. Well, that's her chance. She wants that baby.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think, did you see the look that Tessa gave Devon?
Yes.
When they were walking out?
Mm-hmm.
She looked at him like, see? Now you get it? You see what I'm dealing with?
Yes, because they both said it. I mean, Devon and Mariah said it separately. We don't want the baby to absorb the negative energy. It's a baby. You're not gonna know shit. We're a little older, maybe, but it's a baby. You don't know anything. It's kind of the womb. We don't know anything. They're not gonna feel nothing.
And the baby didn't even meet Chance.
Exactly. We don't know who he is. But yeah, so I think it's going to be very interesting. So they're setting stuff up for that. And it looks like Abby maybe she'll get the pills or something. I kind of hope they don't go that direction. It's kind of too common. I just want her to grieve. Let her grieve. I mean,
yeah. Do you think they're setting up for her and Devon to get together?
Because, well, good question. Because we talk about this, Amanda's in her own world right now, dealing with her family, and he wasn't even with her for the first part. Towards the end, he came in of the week. But at the beginning of the week, Amanda was dealing with Sutton. Sutton came in with big balls. He has some big balls. He was like, I'm going to swing these balls in the air, and I'm going to ask you, like, what about me? Well, what about you? And she was doing like, excuse me? Like, what?
Yeah, because at first he was trying to pretend like, oh, he's there to do the right thing and talk to her, and he only cares about Imani and her mom, and yeah. And I'm like, and then his true self comes out. And he's like, what about me? I can't die in prison. I'm an old man.
Yeah. She's like, Anne.
Yeah.
She's like, my father doesn't have a life. Like, hello. Like, I mean, and the thing was, he was saying, Naya and them depend on me. I'm the they look to me. And she's kind of like, yeah, that's the problem. They're so dependent on you. Because she's like, Naya has a husband, and they might as well join me at the firm. They'll be fine.
Right. Like, they don't need you.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she was pissed. When the True Nature came out, she was done.
No, she went off.
Yeah,
and then I didn't even think of the recorder. Did you?
Me either. And all of a sudden, it's like, she was like, there's something up. I'm like, I didn't even think that either. I'm like,
me either. I was like, wait, what's up?
Yeah, what's going on? And they was trying to record her to maybe make her say something crazy, I guess. And I'm glad they were smart. I'm glad because I didn't get it either. I would have been recorded. But yes, definitely an Emmy nomination for her performance. Yes, so she did a great, she's such a great actress anyway. I mean, she was wonderful as Hillary. She's great as Amanda. She's making two different characters really work. She's like Cameron Grimes. She was Cassie and she is Mariah. She is two different characters.
Right.
Misha Morgan, we love her, but no, she was so good in those scenes. Devon came at the end. You know, he's like, I'm not leaving. I'm staying here. Blah blah. And you know, got him out. But Sutton's a piece of work. Sutton's your favorite, Janae, as Lo says. No, he's a great actor. You hate him. Like you hate him. He has no shame. He has no shame. He's like a rat.
He was trying to get her to say that she's testifying out of revenge or like to be vindictive. So he could say, see, she's just doing it for this reason. She's lying. But
right.
She was too smart.
That's like, girl. That's right. So I guess we'll see. I almost forgot about the storyline. It's been a while. So I was like, oh yeah, that's right. That storyline's still happening. That's what I forgot. And they're so good. Everybody in chat agrees. Yeah, she was great. She was good. But that goes back to Amanda's question to me. I think they are. I said it a long time ago. On the show, I said a long time ago. I think the best chance would you're saying chance. Best chance. The best chance would be he steps in and they're together, you take care of the baby, but Mariah means she's further out. Because the courts would go, well, he's the daddy, biologically, and he's with the adoptive mother. That's a two-parent. They may go that direction.
Yeah.
I love it.
I feel bad for Mariah. Don't get me wrong. I do feel bad for her.
Yeah, of course.
But
of course.
You gotta go to therapy or you gotta do something to be able to try to separate yourself because that's her baby. That's not your baby.
They try to tell her that. Not your baby. She don't care. Yeah. So that's actually covered two storylines right there. So that's basically what's happening with them over there. So I guess we'll see what happens as that kind of goes along. But again, Lisa Ordway sold it. Trisha Cass sold it. Everybody was
amazing, really.
Yeah.
She's really good.
She was really good. So I give it to her. And Misha Morgan, of course, always kills it. We love her. Amanda loves Amanda. So we gotta say that's your girl.
I do. And Ashley.
Yes. Eileen Davidson.
Eileen, yeah, she's sitting on the couch crying. I'm like, oh, that's a veteran.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I said I loved when her and Victor were talking. These are two veterans.
I didn't know she lost her mind.
Oh, that's why you didn't know that either. That was a famous storyline. She had lost her mind because she had lost the baby. And that's why I said she was worried about. And that was a big story back in the day. And so she was worried that Abby would do the same thing. I thought that great use of history. And it was her playing it. So it was her playing it. It was back in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's why I say show flashback. So Eileen, here's something about Eileen. So Eileen Davidson claimed that she was retiring from acting for a while to care of family. Homegirl on every show all the time. She just showed up on Days of Our Lives. Then she showed up on, now she's on this one. And then she's going back to Days of Our Lives again, apparently, you guys. I heard she's going to go on there again for some scenes. So I don't know what Eileen's doing. She's like Wally Kurth. Wally Kurth's on General Hospital and he's on Days of Our Lives at the same time. He has no contract with either. He's just kind of doing both. So maybe Eileen's doing the same thing. She's like working when she wants to, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe she's like, look, I'll work part-time.
Yeah. I'll do part-time. I'll come here. Which I love it. Which we love showing her when she was on. We love her come on. So, but what her status is, I have no idea. It's a good question. But I heard she's going back to Days of Our Lives for a minute. So I don't know. She's lucky she has two roles that she's famous for. I mean, she won Emmys for both roles. Like she can go wherever she wants.
True.
Okay, so that's that storyline. The other really big storyline of the week, Phyllis and Nick. And she's rolling her eyes already. Phyllis and Nick. I feel bad for Phyllis.
Oh my. Those two are so frustrating.
They are.
I guess we said it was done. I guess. I think so. Even Jack was like, shouldn't you kind of know that? Like, even Jack was like, wow, you two are. Yes.
But it was like, I wrote down, it was a slow decline. This whole week was just like, they kept fighting. But that's realistic. In a way, that's realistic.
Also.
breakups are never just like usually one big thing that's done. It's a bunch of things,
Yeah.
and misunderstandings, and it was her. Like she said, I tell my opinion. I'm actually praising him for something. I point out his father. Now he's getting mad because Nick right now. So I think it's because he's feeling some type of way with his family.
Right.
So with her saying stuff like that, it's not helping him.
Right.
So I kind of get a little bit where he's coming from. Like it's not.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
my father's this. I'm like, so but saying it doesn't help him.
And think about like if someone tells you, "I hate your family," that's a hard thing to like. I would be like, wait a minute.
Right.
My mom is cool. Like, but she's just, that's a big statement to say, I hate your family. I don't know what he's supposed to do with that.
Yeah.
Like, you want him to completely cut his family off? Because that's not fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
But on her side, she's right. He keeps her, I feel like he keeps a wall, he keeps a distance on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he thinks that she's gonna hurt him or she's gonna hurt somebody.
Right.
Like he's always waiting for the shoe to drop. That's how it seems. So I feel bad for both of them because she wants more.
Yes. But Amanda, I almost hate to bring this up because
you're
bring it up in the chat room. This will make Amanda upset, you guys. I have to say it because it's part of the storyline. But Nick and Sharon had a great talk. So, and they've been talking a lot. And now Noah's back and talking about Faith and talking about Mariah. And it's just like old time. They have a big family. There's Christian out there and everybody's just doing their thing. And, and where's Ray?
No. Don't even get me started.
Everybody's starting already. Everybody's starting already, Amanda. So
do you remember when he walked in to the coffee shop and there she is taking up for Adam again? Like what? I don't understand. Does she not realize the man that she has? Obviously she doesn't.
As I said, I clearly she doesn't. Can you tell people what a great man Ray is? Tell them what she's
He's
missing.
honest. He's got a good job. He's sweet. And he's got some spice.
Yes, he does.
I don't understand. Maybe she don't love him. Maybe she wants to so bad because he's the kind of man she should be with, but maybe she just don't really love him.
I know.
What do you guys think?
They think it's gonna. They think it's gonna be Nick and Phyllis. Nick and Sharon. They think it's Nick and Sharon. They think they're back.
Well, Noah did say.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he never got over you, Mom.
Exactly.
I'm like, where the hell is Ray? Where is Ray?
There's a lot of Team Ray in the chat room, but they're all saying what I said. Ray and Chelsea. I see it. I don't think I'll do it, but they say that it's Ray and Chelsea. Ray is waiting patiently for Chelsea's return. That's what they're saying. Now I'm not saying it. They're saying it.
As long as she don't try to kill him again,
I
guess I'm open to it.
Adam made her do it. Adam and Sharon made her do it.
Oh, Ray, I'm sorry. It was an accident.
That's what sometimes you people drive me to something like that. I don't know. Now I love you. Now I want you. Shit, I don't know. Sharon has always been the only thing to make Phyllis become insecure. We know that. That is right, Amanda. Amanda, you should be on the show as Ray's interest and punch Sharon out.
Right?
I'll work at
the restaurant.
Right, exactly.
I'll be the maid.
So I'm just saying they're putting them in scenes together, which you're right, because they put her in scenes with Adam too. So it's like, well, is Sharon getting every man on her? Is she just getting all the men?
She's the Brooke of this show.
The Brooke of the show, exactly.
Once you fall for Sharon, that's it.
Monique says, I think Sharon's with Ray because it looks good to others. It's what they want. It's kind of what
it
she's
is
saying.
because what's her name? Faith. Mm-hmm. It's what Faith wants too, because she really likes Ray.
Yeah.
And Mariah.
And
And
Ray's a nice guy. Ray's a nice guy. Yes. And see, now back to Nick and Phyllis, they're hot with sex. There's this sex. And I like that they're banter and stuff, but are they long term? Maybe not. Maybe they're not meant to be. I like Phyllis and Jack. I'm sorry, I do. And again, Jack's always there, Amanda. So he shows up, and all of a sudden, there he is.
I was gonna say, before Nick walked out when they were fighting, he was like, the phone rang. And he looked at it and it said Jack. And he was like, oh, perfect timing. Because every time something happens, that's who you go straight to, right? And she can't say anything. She's like, because what is she going to say? It's true. Every time he turns around, they're together. See, I don't play that.
We know you don't.
I don't care. Your friends? No. No. You can get a new friend. You know what? Amanda's your friend. Go talk to Amanda.
Which they did talk, but more about Amanda's stuff. Because because Phyllis warned Amanda, was like, are you sure? She's like, you sure something will do to you what he did? You know, I was kind of scared. I'm like, that is kind of scary.
I was worried about that.
He's a desperate man. So, but Phyllis was right. She's like, are you sure he ain't gonna do to you? Whatever. Jack is everywhere. No, Jack is. I swear to God, Jack just rolls up. He's everywhere. I like, Jack, you have a job? Do you do anything else? No, he's just everywhere.
It's like he's got an alarm. Yeah. Every time she's crying, he's like, oh, alarm's going off. Gotta go. Phyllis. He's there. I made a joke 2 weeks ago. He's always shows up. He's like, he's there. So, but you guys, so it's a really weird, they're really breaking up Phyllis and Nick. Nick's upset with his own family. So I guess playing with that, that's playing all into that. Him and Adam, who are trying to become friends, he's kind of jealous of Adam because Adam is in the inner circle. And he wants to know what's going on. And Adam's like, just leave it alone. And then you got Nikki. He's almost trying to get to Nikki. I think it was last week or a week before. Trying to get in. Nikki's like, yeah, I knew a few things, but I'm not in this. I'm not in this. It's like, Mom, you knew too. And I was like, do a few things. And she's like, don't start with me, Mom. Don't start. I'm Nikki Newman. Don't start with me. And Nick calmed down a little bit. But it's like, he's so jealous of this dynamic. But I did like him and Victoria trying to talk. Yeah.
That was the other big thing.
She should forgive him.
She should.
Because he didn't mean it in a mean way.
No. And
he did help save her wedding.
Yeah, he did.
But she's giving all the credit to Adam, which made him so jealous.
Yes, it did. But Victoria didn't let Adam, they're not besties either. When he showed up, she was like, in my office, what are you doing in my, he's like, can I wait in my office? I was like, dang, girl.
Yeah. I know. Okay, he was like, I'll just text him. And she's like, here? In my office?
In my office? I was like, dang. I was like, so he's like, I thought we got closer, the wedding. It softened. He softened in Nikki's eyes because she said, yeah, because he helped her out. But Victoria was kind of like, well, that was then, basically. And we ain't friends. I was like, dang. But everybody chiming like you, I agree. Victoria and Nick, they just need to for each other. It's because he came from the right place. And she should understand that, actually. Come on, girl. You're not you should understand that. In the right place. And he just saved the wedding. So it's like, come on. So, but I guess we'll see what happens. Brothers, that's never clean either. That's going to be something. Meanwhile, Gaines shows up. Dirty in the face, everything all dirty and disheveled. We all know it's all a setup, obviously, because Adam and Victor are trying to set up Billy, and Billy is falling for it. But Lily isn't. I liked Lily this week. I liked her.
I was gonna tell you, I think you might get your wish because Lily's normally she doesn't care about his shenanigans because she's like, whatever, he's harmless, but he's really going against what she wants.
I know. She stormed out. She was pissed. She was pissed.
Yeah, that's not good.
But she's going, there's something off. Like, she's like, come on, Billy, think about it for a second. Like, all of a sudden he show up, all of a sudden he here, and but he spilled his guts and said everything had happened. But she's like, that's still too clean. I was like, just like
that story.
Yeah, I was laughing.
That story. He rode on a cargo plane and jumped on a train and all kinds of. I was like, Billy.
I know, and Lily's just like, you gotta be, come on. It's like, Billy, come on. Like, really? It's like something fishy. Fishy. But I love that actor though. He's so funny. I love him. We already found him. I'm checking him on the show. He's hilarious. He's funny. He's funny.
It's funny.
But no, she's like, but Lily's like, she was pissed. She stormed out. She was like, I can't handle this anymore. And I think Billy is gonna fall down. Oh, I see for Billy's a character that I root for sometimes. And it makes me mad sometimes. Like, he's just like characters like back and I'm like, oh my God. And I just, yeah. But see, the whole thing right now, it depends on how you're gonna play the storyline out, because now we got this Peru thing that Ashton and Victoria need to go to for express. So I mean, again, is this really for real? Is this serious? Will he survive? Like, I think everybody who's cautious should be cautious, I guess.
I'm trying to figure out the point. Like, are they gonna kill him off? Are they not gonna kill him? Like, I don't get the point of him dying. I'm trying to understand how this connects.
Right.
Because it's not like they still got married and they still merged like, it's not affecting anything yet.
No. Right.
Except for Victoria's gonna be heartbroken. So I don't know, like, what's the point? I guess I'm trying to figure out.
Right. Excuse me, my coffee. That's a good. It's a good point, because it's better for him to stay alive and wreak havoc, like always alive, than him and Victoria fight for power. I mean, like, for him to die, it's like, oh, he died. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, what was the point?
Right. So something's up. I don't know. The storyline's a little frustrating. I don't know. Again, I'm trying to figure out the storyline in general. I'm just not sure about it. I just don't know what they're trying to do. Side note, I didn't want to forget this. To me, it was hilarious. I loved the Jack, Nick, Phyllis lunch. Hilarious. It was like when a couple's fight in the middle of a fight, but they're trying to
it's so awkward.
Oh, I wrote it down. Awkward, hilarious. That's what I laughed. Oh my God. I was just like,
because you're sitting there and you're like, this is so awkward. Because you know that they're fighting and you're like,
they kept looking at each other like, and Nikki was like picking out her food, just like, oh, okay, look at Jack, just like, okay. Oh my God, it was so funny. Oh my God. And Phyllis was on her phone. Time making comments.
Oh, I just think I get it because she was mad, but I totally seen why. Like, I was more on his side. Like, whatever's going on between me and Joe, don't put it out there in front of everybody at the table. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like that, even though it was funny, because I did like it.
It was funny,
but I totally get why he got mad, because my mom's here. Jack's here, who I'm already aggravated about. You know that. So let's embarrass me and then talk smack about my dad in front of my mom. Like, let's do that at the table, right? So I could see why he got mad. And he was like, that's enough. You made your point. Well, then when he said that was it for her. He always tells me what to do. And, like, that was it for her. She was like, oh, really?
And she stormed off.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I was like, oops. Also, on a side note, I thought that was very interesting. I almost forgot about this, is when Nikki told Adam about Chance. I was like, that's right. They came on together. There was a whole thing with them together, and he saved Chance. Chance saved his life. I thought it was very sweet. He did toast to him and just like talking about how he was a great guy. And I forgot about that part. There was a whole thing. It was before your time. It was this whole thing. And I thought that was very cool. Again, tying in the history. I thought that was very cool.
How did he save him? Was it like a wreck, an illness?
There was a whole ring. There was this whole thing they went through, and
okay.
Yeah, it was a whole big thing. That's how they both came to town. That's how Adam came back to town. He had a different name and all that kind of stuff. And also, I did like the line that Nick said to Adam towards the end. Now I'm the outcast. With you being in, now I'm the outcast. And I'm thinking, no, you're not the outcast. You make yourself the outcast. That's just me. But he feels like he's the outcast.
I could see that because his dad's like taking Adam under his wing now, and now they're leaving him out of everything. They're not telling him what's going on. They're not including him. Yeah. But part of it is his own fault because he went to his dad and was like, I'm not talking to you. Right. And he was like, can we talk at the wedding? And he was like, no, I don't have nothing to say.
I don't. I mean, frustrating. Like you said earlier, frustrating. So that was what happened on Restless. I mean, we literally covered that. We covered happened. They had a lot. I mean, the storylines went the whole week almost. Like the Abby Chance thing went all week, I think. So the Adam thing too, it went all week. We had a small scene with Adam and Sally. It was kind of funny and whatever. So I'm just curious. Everybody's kind of playing with each other. So I'm curious where they're going to land.
Yeah.
You have Adam and Sally. You have Adam and Sharon. You have Sharon and Nick. You have Nick and Phyllis. You have Phyllis and Jack. I'm like, it's like musical chairs. Like, where's it all? And you say you still have Ray in there somewhere, and Chelsea's out there somewhere, and I heard Jill's coming back, so I see what that's going on with her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what's going on. Like, what's going on? I don't know where they're. Who we're supposed to root for? Now Noah's in town, and like, I'm trying to figure out who we're supposed to like root for. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I'm excited for Chelsea to come back.
Me too.
Because she is gonna cause issues between Adam and Sally.
Yes.
I think she's gonna come in and she's gonna cause a lot of drama, which will be fun. I think.
Yes, I think she will too. Can Sharon open her own therapy office now? The whole town needs her help. I know. Nick is acting like a petulant child. Yes, he is. I agree with Adam. What's the point of trying to change if everything he does has been doubted and questioned? I think Adam goes and finds and saves himself. Oh, saves him again. Oh, he finds Chance. That'd be an interesting storyline. And then have Chance. I would never do Chance.
But Chance is not going to come back until it's got to be dramatic. So he's not going to come back until she's moving on. She's probably about to get married again or something big.
True. Very true. That's what's going to be. You're right. It's very true. Very true. Thank everybody for watching the show. This was great. We had a nice little talk here. We'll be back for Bold and Beautiful coming up next in about 15 minutes or so. Amanda, where can they find you on the social medias?
You can find me on all the socials at the Bold and Beautiful podcast. And me and Chelsea are working on recording. I know everybody's getting aggravated because it's taking a long time. She switched jobs and she doesn't have a set schedule. So every week it changes. So we're trying to figure out our rhythm again,
I get that.
We're working on it.
Trust me, I know how it goes. Trust me, I know how it goes. A lot behind the scenes happens, you guys. We're all doing this.
And we have regular life going on too. Like I also have a job that I work.
Yes.
So it's a lot.
It's tough. Yeah, but I know some of you guys understand that. So thank you very much for understanding. Thanks for joining us live again. You can follow me where all James Lott Jr. is sold at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms. Also, Wide Army Spotlight is on Instagram. So go ahead and follow us there. Everybody, we'll see you guys next week. We'll be back and talk about more about the young and